If you've never started a business, never had equity in a company, never sold something and walked away with a check, you might think that real, lasting wealth just isn't for you. That it's for the entrepreneur, the tech founder, the person who got lucky at exactly the right time. I want to spend the next few minutes telling you why that's wrong. And more importantly, I want to show you exactly what to do instead. Because the W 2 earner has something most entrepreneurs would actually trade for. And most people never figure out how to use it well. So here's the thing about the entrepreneurial wealth that nobody talks about. Entrepreneurs trade stability for upside. Their income is unpredictable. Their cash flow is unpredictable. Some months are great and some months are genuinely scary. You as a W-2 earner have something they'd kill for. Consistent, predictable income. Every month, same deposit, you know it's coming. That predictability is a wealth building superpower. Most people just never treat it that way. And I want to reframe something else before we get into the how. We're not talking about retirement today. Retirement is a finish line, it's an end point. That's not what most of my clients are after. What they want is to make work optional. They don't want to stop working. They want to work because they choose to, not because they have to. That's real independence, and that should be the actual goal. And your W-2, if used correctly, can get you there. Here's how. There are 3 levers that W-2 earners can pull. Most people are pulling none of them. Some are pulling one. The people who end up financially independent, they're pulling all 3. Lever number 1 is tax optimization. I'm going to say something that might feel uncomfortable. Your biggest expense every year is not your mortgage, it's not your car, it's not even your kids' activities. It's taxes. And yet most people spend more time optimizing their grocery budget than they spend optimizing their tax situation. That's backwards thinking. So here's the right order of operations to focus on. First, let's optimize your employer retirement plan. If your employer offers a 401k or 403b with a match, that's an instant return on your money. There's no investment that beats a 100% match. Do it first. If you have enough margin to invest after getting the match and completing the next lever, add more contributions here. Secondly, fully fund a Roth IRA. This allows you to grow money tax-free for future access and allows you to pull your contributions out without penalty at any time. Depending on your income, you might have to do a backdoor contribution. There's an extra step involved with this, but this makes sense for the benefits you gain. Third, if you're eligible, make sure to max your HSA. This is the most tax-advantaged account that exists. You get a triple tax benefit. It's tax-free going in, it's tax-free growth, and tax-free use for medical expenses. People sleep on this. And once you get to age 65, you can take withdrawals for non-medical purposes without any penalty. I work with a lot of clients in the $200,000 to $300,000 income range. When we stack these 3 vehicles correctly, we're sheltering $30,000 or more before a single dollar hits their taxable account. That's not magic. That's just using the system the way it was designed to be used. Lever number 2, treat your income like an investment vehicle. Lever 2 is about how you think about your paycheck. Most W-2 earners think of income as something that comes in and goes out. Money arrives, life happens. Whatever's left, maybe that gets saved. Wealthy W-2 earners think about it completely differently. They treat income like a deployment tool. It comes in, they decide intentionally where it goes. The mechanics of this are not complicated. You automate your contributions before discretionary spending ever hits your account. Pay yourself first. Not as a motivational concept, but as an actual system. A lot of my favorite clients come in using tools like YNAB or Monarch or EveryDollar, and when I ask them their income, they don't say somewhere around. No, they know it to the dollar. That intentionality, that's the thing that compounds over time. Not just the money, the habit of knowing where your money goes. Lever 3 is where this all comes together. The goal, the actual end goal, is to build an asset base that you can eventually take income off of so that your W-2 becomes optional. Now, I'm not telling you to become a landlord. I'm not telling you to start a side hustle or to buy crypto or bet on individual stocks. I'm talking about consistent, boring, systematic brokerage contributions. I'm talking about understanding your employer benefits, really understanding them and not leaving any money on the table. I'm talking about thinking about estate and beneficiary structure earlier than you think you need to. Because here's what I've seen over and over and over again. The W-2 earner who pulls these 3 levers consistently for 10 to 15 years can create a life where they might not need that paycheck anymore. That's real independence, and that's what we're working toward. I want to tell you something that most advisors won't say out loud. The math on all of this is not that complicated. The 3 levers I just walked you through, you probably already knew most of that. Even today, you could just ask ChatGPT. So why isn't everyone doing it? Because the hard part isn't the strategy, it's the psychology. I've had clients who went from making $50,000 a year to $200,000 a year, and their savings rate didn't change because lifestyle expands to meet their income. Almost every time, for almost everyone. Going from feeling broke to feeling wealthy is a mindset shift. And nobody just wakes up one day and makes that shift on their own. That's why having a system matters. And honestly, that's why having someone in your corner matters. Not to pick your funds, not to time the market, but to help you stay the course when your brain is telling you to do something stupid. That's the part nobody puts on their website. So, can a W 2 salary make you independently wealthy? Yes, of course, but only if you stop treating your income like it's a destination. Your income is the tool, independence is the destination. Tax optimization, intentional income deployment, and consistent asset accumulation, these three levers pulled consistently over time. That's how it works. If you want to go deeper on the tax piece specifically, I've got a video that walks through the order of operations in detail. I'll link it below. And if you're sitting there thinking, okay, I know what I should be doing, but I'm not sure I'm doing it in the right order, that's exactly the conversation we have with new clients all the time. There's a link in the description if you want to start that conversation today. No pressure, just a conversation.